Guys, today I'm going to do a basic straight edge cut. Ellie's been wanting to cut her hair quite a bit because it's just kind of difficult to manage on her own. So I'm going to do a basic cut. I'm not a cosmetologist, I'm not a professional, but I've been cutting my kids' hair for the most part for quite a while now. So I think it turns out okay. So I'll teach you how to do it. I part in the middle. Look up. Thank you. I look to where her nose is, and then I part straight back. And then I'm going to make a part from right behind her ears all the way up. And push that forward and pull this back. Doesn't have to be exact because it's all going to blend in the end. So, and I'm going to do the same on the other side. Push that forward and pull this back. Then I comb it all straight down. Okay, Ellie, can you turn on for just a sec? To get the length that you want, no, other way, thank you. You're gonna I judge it right by the front. So sit up really tall. That's one thing you need to remember. They have to sit up tall so that you know where the hair is gonna stand in the end. Also, you don't want them crossing their legs because it can end up crooked. So I'm going to pull, she has part of her old bangs that were there. We're going to actually cut bangs today too. But you always want to cut it a little bit longer than what you want it when the hair is wet. Sit up really tall. Thank you. She wants it a little past her shoulders. Okay, so I'm going to pull it up front, go a little past her shoulders. I'm actually not going to cut too much off of the front ones. So, grab my shears. Just start the guide. Okay, and then you're going to pull it forward. Comb it down. You're going to use that as your guide the whole way through. So you're going to turn them around, and I am going to grab a little section from this side. Okay, so what you're going to do, you're going to grab a little piece here, pull it straight down in front, try to make it right in the middle. So that you can make the guide on the other side. Once you have your guide for this side, you'll pull it all down, and you'll do the same thing you did on the other side. So you'll pull in front, here, that'll turn, there you go. Thank you, honey. Pull it down, find that guide. I don't know if you can see that. There's a guide right here. She has really light hair, so it's kind of harder to see. Cut it straight across. Okay, and before I go to the back, I'm going to check both sides just to make sure they're about the same length. And by doing that, I'm just going to grab right in the same sections on each side and pull down. And kind of pull to the center to make sure they're the right size. Looks like we're good. Well, this side looks a little longer in the back, so I'm going to have to check that. But if you're having troubles with, like if the shoulder seam's in the way, what you can do is have them look over their shoulder. And that way, it's all an even cut. Then you can go straight down, check it, and cut. That way their shoulder's not in the way. Make sure you get underneath. So pull that hair underneath down. All the way down. Don't know if could see that. And then you have the sides done. And then for the back, you're going to start with them looking over their shoulder anyways. You can turn this way, sweetheart. Thanks. So that way you can even it up. Head, look over her shoulder in one direction. You're going to push forward the hair all the way in the front here, because that you don't want. But you do want a little bit of what was left in that last, in the front section that you were doing. Look over your shoulder, please. Thank you. You pull it straight down, and you should have a guide because of the side hair. I'll show you it here. You could see a guide right here. And I'm going to cut. I'm just going to cut a little bit first. Make sure you're looking straight forward. Nope. Nope. Like, yeah. There you go. Pull down. Find that guide. And cut. So we're cutting quite a bit off there. It'll be nice though and lighter. After we get the length, we'll go under and get the little hairs underneath also that are hiding. Okay, now they can turn their hair or their head forward. I'm going to actually do this side first. I'm going to follow the guide and trim. And then as I get to that point, I'm going to take some out, push it forward, pull down, following that guide, and trim. Pull down half of it, push it back, and pull in more. You can have them look down a little bit. Can you look down just a bit, sweets? So that the long hair underneath will come down to get cut. Pull it down a few times. It's only in the back that you really need them to look forward. Pull in a little more. Push half of this back, or forward, I guess. Have them look down. Comb it down. Follow the guide and trim. Okay, now you're kind of at the point that you can start really blending the back to the side. So look up, sweetheart. Look over your shoulder. Sit up really tall, please. There you go. There you go. Pull it down. And I knew that this side was a little bit longer in the beginning, so I'm going to have to do a little bit of blending here and trimming up this side again. So having them look over their shoulder. Now you have pretty much your straight edge cut. I'm going to go through and just kind of comb out the bottom, make sure there's no long hairs that I missed. And now we will do the bangs. Alright guys, with the bangs you have a choice to do it with dry hair or with wet. I just prefer wet. But when you trim it wet, you need to make sure you allow for space. You can always cut it and make it shorter, but you can't glue hair back on. So I'm going to wet it down. And when cutting bangs, you don't want to go too far back. I would say no more than 2 knuckles is about what I would say. And you're going to do a triangle toward the outside arch of the brow. So I'm going to pull it forward, and again, you can always add more, but you can't put back on. So toward the out arch, we'll part it off. She hasn't had bangs in a while, so this is going to be kind of a change for her. She probably doesn't even remember having bangs. Comb all that back. Everything else back. We want it out of the way. Okay, I'm going to comb them down, straight down. Make sure they look at you so you can kind of see the triangle is just about right, same amount of hair. Add a little more this side. Okay, you're going to pull all straight down. We don't want a lot of bangs. She said she likes having hair a little bit in her face, but I like putting her hair up, so I think bangs is kind of a good way to accomplish that. Just poking you. Okay, so we want them right at about eyebrow length. So being since her hair's wet, I'm going to cut them at eye length because we really don't want too short of bangs. Look at me. Have them look straight at you. Lift your head up and look right at me. Pull it down. And you're going to do little bits at a time. Look right at me, honey. Do not cut unless you are sure you have the right cut. So if they end up looking down and you realize, oh wait, they're not looking at me, have them look up at you. And bangs dry really quick, so I'm just gonna kind of see if that's enough bangs for us. Kind of thinking I want a little bit more to the sides, so I'm not gonna go back any farther. You don't want your bangs to start back too far, so I'm just gonna make the triangle a little bit wider. I'm gonna go from the same point and pull in more. Super easy to just add a few more bangs, just you don't want to go back too far or up too high. Grab the bangs, have them look at you. Go right at me, honey. You want it to be horizontal. You don't want it, I guess some hairstyles will curve it, but the way we're doing it, we just want it kind of a straight cut. More, a little more on this side. Start from the same point, just make a little bit wider. So now we're kind of looking at going straight to the corner of the eyebrow. That's what we're doing. And pull it straight down, make sure they look at you. You look at me, sweets? Thanks. Make sure it's a horizontal cut. And now she has bangs. She hasn't had bangs in so long. And as they dry, they're going to poof up a lot more. And that way, if you want to curl them, if you want to swoop them to this side, you can do that too. Kind of whatever you're wanting. So, thanks for watching, everybody. Say bye.